Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I'm updating you guys on my 22 in 2022. This month is a little bit rough for me. I was sick, so I lost like half the month of using things, and I'm so disappointed. I'm like so done with getting sick already. But that being said, I have two things rolling out. This is not a rolling in kind of style thing. Once I'm done using these 22 items, that is it. Only because I have so many projects on the go. So I just picked 22 items for this year, and those are the items that I'm focusing on. So as soon as I'm completed an item, it goes back in my collection, and then I can select different things for my other projects. So this one is just a one and done kind of thing. So let's just go ahead and get started right into it. The first item I have is the MAC Double Definition Highlighter and Bronzer Duo. And I do have a little bit of this bronzer on today on my forehead and a little bit across my nose and a little bit on my chin. And I really, really like it. The highlighter is much too deep for me right now, I believe. I think that would be I might be able to get away with that actually. I could probably get away with that, especially if I'm using the bronzer. So I may actually start using this a little more now, especially because it's almost June. It's the end of May, so like June is coming, summer's coming, hot weather is coming, and I know I'm gonna get a tan. So I'm gonna start bringing this in now, which I'm really excited about because it's been sitting here for like 5 months not being used. But yeah, one use, and I need to use it 20 times. The next item is my MAC Azalea Blush, and this is actually called Azalea Blossom. So it's MAC and Toledo Azalea Blossom Blush, and this one is in for 15 uses. And I've used it so far 7 times. And I don't believe I've used it last month because, of course, the first couple days, or first couple weeks, pardon me, I was using other things because I was doing mostly green eyeshadow. And I feel like this is just a little too cool tone and not the right shade for the greens that I was wearing. It would probably look okay today, but I'm using something a little bit more nude and warm. But unfortunately I only have the 7 uses, so I still need to use this 8 more times, but I still have half the year, so there's no rush. And that's kind of what I like about this, is that I'm not putting so much pressure, and I'm still getting some use gradually throughout the year on these items. The next is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I haven't really used this one that much. I have 10 uses goals, or a 10 use goal. And then I have used it 3 times so far. And I feel like 10 uses, I mean, I could probably bang that out in a month if I wanted to, but I have so many bronzers that I'm working on right now that I feel like 10 uses is really good for this item. And then maybe next year I could make this more of a focus item because it is a little bit older. But it's a bronzer that I really enjoy, and I really want to get more use. It's just this year's not right. I'm not ready to just focus on that one thing. I have other things that are a little bit older, oddly enough. So I'm going to focus on those first. So 10 uses is really good for me. The next I have is my Colourpop Cherry Crush palette, and this one I love. It's red. It's really pretty. I love all these shades. It looks very monochrome. It looks very similar. Like these two shades look incredibly similar. Actually, all 3 with like a hint of depth moving downward in the palette. Same thing with these 2. These look very similar, but like one is a shimmer shade and this one is a matte shade. So like very, very similar. But I really love this palette, and I can't wait to get more use now that it's summertime and everything like that. I think I will focus a lot more on like the cherry shades. That being said, June is Pride Month, so my focus will be rainbow eyeshadows, and this of course is a monochrome palette, so I don't know how much I will use this one in June, but the uses will be coming. So far I have 1 use, and my goal is to use it 5 full times, so 4 times I still have to use it. And then I have my Stila Eyes Are the Window. This one is very glary, so I apologize. I'm going to try and aim it where you can't really see the ring light and stuff. But it's my Stila Eyes Are the Window, and this is the Soul palette. And this is what the inside looks like, and I love this. I really do love this palette so much. I have used it the full 5 times, so this one will be rolling out, which is great. At the same time, I really like it, and I wish I could keep it in longer. Next is my Urban Decay Naked Heat eyeshadow palette. I'm not the hugest fan. and I'm considering decluttering this, so I might use it a few more times and see, but I'm not a fan really of the formula of Urban Decay anymore, especially the Naked Heat, or the Naked line in general. It's just too subtle for my like. I would prefer something like this, like the Stila one, over something like this, which is way more subdued, where I get a little bit more impact and pigmentation from the Stila one. But this one, I've used the full 5 times, so I wanted to use it 5 uses, and I did. And I mean, I'm not in love with it. It's fine, but I feel like I'm wearing a very neutral eyeshadow look today, and I'm wearing Adept Cosmetics Ninhydrin palette. And I feel like this is more my speed, where I'm getting a little more impact. Even though it's subtle and subdued, I feel like it's still more impactful, and I can play around with those fun shades while still being classy. Where this one just looks drab to me. I don't know what it is. It's maybe I just need to like give it more impact, or like apply it better. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Anyhow, that one is rolling out, so I'm really happy about that. And then the next thing I have is my Nicki Minaj Onika perfume. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I haven't used it at all. As you can see, I'm still at the same line, and so I won't be marking this at all. If I did use it, there's like it's not even gonna make a difference if I mark it or not, because literally I have not been focusing on perfume last month at all. I was so sick. I went to my doctor's, and they said I had a viral infection that turned into a bacterial infection. Like, I don't even know if that's a thing, but whatever. So I'm on meds. I'm getting better. I'm definitely feeling way more myself. I have so much more energy now. I can actually talk without sounding like a goose. Like, you know how they honk? I felt like every time I talked, that's what I sounded like, and it was so annoying. But I'm feeling so much better, and so now I'll start using my perfume a little bit more, but this will be my summer scent because it's so good, and I wish I could still buy this. I don't know where to get it, but I'll figure it all out. I want to go through all my perfumes first and then decide what I want to bring in, but there's so many perfumes that I'm really interested in checking out. It's just I have like five or six palette. Keep saying eyeshadows or palettes. 5 or 6 perfumes. I believe it's that many, maybe more in my collection, and I feel like I need to use those first. So I don't want to just sit on my perfumes. I want to actually use them, and then I have like a crap ton of sample ones. So I'm set for a little while. The next one I have is my, the Onika perfume I want to complete, by the way. I want to use the whole thing up. The next is my, the Balm Mary Luminizer highlighter. I have a tiny bit on today on top of my Smashbox and Casey Holmes collab trio. So I put that first on the high points, and then I put this just a little bit here and a little bit on above my brows. So I have a little bit of uses. It still looks like brand spanking new. Excuse me. I have 12 uses for this one, and I already have 8 uses met. So I still have to use it 4 more times. That shouldn't be too bad. 4 times isn't that big of a deal, but it could stay in for a few more months. Who knows? I'm just not putting pressure on any of these items, except for the eyeshadow palettes. I wanted to like bang through some because I need to make space in my collection, because this month is like, this June is like a rainbow month, and I needed to get some rainbow palettes in my drawers, so I wanted to make sure I remove some stuff. So the next one I have is my Becca Vanilla Quartz Highlighter Mini, and I have 2 full-size backups of this. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello, welcome, thank you for clicking on the video. I put the value of my products, so that's what that's worth, $29.50. That's what that cost me, before taxes and stuff, of course. But this is what my total will be when I complete it. And I'm saying when I complete it because I will be completing it this year no matter what. So this is what I'm at right now. Very big pan in this highlighter. So excited. I only have pan in 2 highlighters right now. That's it in my whole collection. So I'm really proud of that, and I want to get this one completed. Again, I could have got way more completed if I didn't get sick last month, but that's okay. I'm going to work through it anyhow. This is the one that I'm really giving myself important focus on. I actually have pan in 3 highlighters because one I put into excuse me, into a lotion. I just need a sip of my drink. Sorry. Woo. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I put one highlighter from my Hourglass palette into a lotion. So that one's like pretty much done. I'm almost done with the lotion. And then I have pan in my Subtle Sunrise duo from Pixie, and then this one. And I really want to get this completed. It's super important for me to complete this highlighter this year. Almost $30. That would be a huge amount to my bottom line on one of my monthly goals. So it would be really nice if I could get this out next month or the month after, but I have a feeling it'll still be in for like 3 or 4 more months. I don't know why I can't talk. Okay. Sorry guys. Now I have these 2 little like MAC single eyeshadows, and I'm really not using them that much. I really have not that many uses. I have 20 use goals for both of them. That's my goal, is to use them 20 times each. For Smoky Mauve, I have it twice, and that was a month where I was only focusing on purple eyeshadows. And then for Sweet Heat, which is right here, which is a very beautiful like goldy shade, this one I only have 5 uses, and I haven't used them at all last month. I will give you guys a little swatch just so you can see what they look like, because they're absolutely stunning. They're not very bold, like you can make them a little more crazy pigmented, but they're very subtle, and I think that's why I'm not reaching for them, and also because they're like in little compacts. If I could remove them from here and put a magnet on them and put them with my singles, I would probably use them more, but because they're in these little compacts, I don't really think to grab them. So no more singles like this for me unless I plan on depotting them. So I won't be buying these extra dimension eyeshadows anymore because they're baked and they're on a little clay bottom, and I'm not going to depot that. So there's that. I will try to get these used up by the end of the year for the 20 uses each, but I'm not feeling that good about that. I'm really going to be honest with myself and say, like, I doubt I'll reach those goals. And I think what I might do is, if I really don't reach those goals, I might give these away to a friend, because that's just really not nice to have these products and not use them at all. That's terrible. So the last item that I have left over, I've used up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, now 10, 11 out of my 22. I've decluttered 1. So this is the very last one that I have that I'm still working on, and I hope to have this done next month. I planned on having it done this month, but unfortunately, again, like I said, I got sick and I wasn't really doing too much with myself. But it's my MAC Fix Plus in Coconut, and as you can see, I am really low on this, and I'm so excited about that. I thought I put little dots on here, but apparently I didn't. So this is where I'm at. See, it's just above where it says Fix Plus. So I'm hoping I can complete that by the end of June. And then I can have this as an empty for the month of June. I don't know that I'm going to reach my goal for May, and I'm really pissed about that. I'm sorry about the language, but I'm really working hard on meeting my 5K, and I'm trying to meet that goal. Not only because I'm like challenging myself, but also because I have so much stuff that needs to get used up, and I'm really excited about reaching that goal, and I want to be able to meet that. I'll be happy no matter what I do, honestly. Like, even if I used $1,000, I would have been happy. I'm over that, but I've already surpassed last year's MTs, and it's not even, well, it's halfway-ish through the year. It's been 5 months in the year already. So I'm very proud of that, but I'm being very strategic on what I'm using, and I'm also counting my samples this year. If I counted my samples last year, I probably would have, like, added another $500 because I used so many samples, and I actually didn't realize the value of the samples until my friends here on YouTube and Instagram told me to start calculating. I had no idea just how insanely expensive some of these little itty bitty tiny things could cost. It's ridiculous. Like, some of them are upwards of $20 for this tiny little like 3 ml thing, and I'm like, who's buying this stuff? Like, I wouldn't even buy a sample. I'm lucky it's free. Anyway, so that's everything. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As you can tell, my voice is starting to go. As I talk longer and longer, I start to lose my voice a little bit, which is crazy because I've been sick for over 2 weeks now. So it's like, come on already. And also, like, my hockey team is in the finals this week for their conference, and I know not a lot of you are interested in hockey, but I love hockey. I am an Oilers fan, and Edmonton Oilers in Canada, and they just won the Battle of Alberta, which is so exciting. I had so much fun watching that. That was such good hockey, and they start again on Tuesday, which is, today is the 29th, which is Sunday of May, and so the 31st, I think. So anyhow, I will be losing my voice even more because now I can actually talk and scream at the TV instead of just going like this or this, because I don't want to wake up my kid, or like my throat is sore. So yeah, I'm going to be really excited. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below what you guys think I should really focus on. Or if you have any ideas of how I could maybe even like try to grab these. Probably not going to happen in June because it's rainbow month, you guys. These are not going to get used in June. But like I said, let me know down below what you guys think, or if you're doing one of these projects. I would love to hear it, and I will talk to you guys again in the next video. Bye everybody.